Boy! Oh.
Don't worry. You won't...
Adorn your cheeks with a beard! Best establishments in Brightwall.
You were successful then. Bloody marvelous. You'll be glad to know I have some information on the mercenaries Sabine mentioned. They're led by a man called Saker. He used to be a soldier, but always had more in common with bandits and cutthroats than the military. His men are holed up in a small fortress in the mountains, so it won't be easy to get in. But I have a plan. Come with me. One of the mercenaries. A cold-blooded killer. His name's Clarence, but everybody calls him Jimmy. He was drinking in the pub all day and generally making life unpleasant for everyone. It wasn't hard to get him completely pickled. These young thugs. Bloody lightweight, if you ask me. Anyway, take his clothes and you'll have a free pass into their camp. Just try not to think about what those stains might be. You're not likely to convince anyone without a bit of extra effort. Even these idiots will notice if you don't have his beard or tattoos. I'm sure you can get hold of... what you need around town, though. In the meantime, I'll find out who to talk to about getting food to the dwellers. They might not have much to spare here, but they're kind people. They'll just need a little convincing. Anyway, good luck dealing with Saker and his mercenaries. It'll be your first taste of real battle. But I know you'll do just fine.
Just browsing. She's so dreamy. My heart is all aflutter when she's near.
I am king, and I will rescue Princess Isolde.
If things get any
more
worse,
NPCs.
I'll have to close down. And this will become a ghost town.
You around here, eh? Well, welcome. Those trousers are vile. Get 'em off. It was rather good. Not bad. Got potential. Oh,
Lovely day.
all right.
Rock bottom prices.
Sweet. Better than eel pie, that's for sure. I sell bright walls best.
Oh, we've got all sorts we have.
Well, go on then, and then leave us alone.
You're going to make me blush.
Careful!
You
won't regret
So,
it.
you've been out and about exploring the world then? So why did you go into adventuring? Was it the flexible working hours?
Brilliant! Keep them coming. Pie mastery. Right there.
Oh, we've got...
I might keep that one for myself.
Tar very much.
I hope to see you again soon.
I might keep that one for myself. I might keep that one for myself.
If I
Sure,
knew
that's
anything
someone
better in all
special.
of Brightwall than the stuff I'm selling right here.
Wonderful dough work. That's one hell of a pie.
You won't find lower prices anywhere. Guaranteed. Only way to...
That's one hell of a pie. Hey! That was my favourite rolling pin.
Yes, on a
Whoops, watch it.
great adventure. Like fighting insects. Go on, help out an up-and-coming
Pie mastery. Right there. You can roll with the best of them.
Best to stop.
Pie mastery. Right there.
Restock every few weeks.
Sublime. Pie of the decade? Only time will tell.
You should spend your money here.
That'll fetch a good price. Smells delicious. Good pie.
Better prices anywhere, then I shan't be surprised if you shop there instead.
Ooh, that crust is divine. Smells delicious.
You appear to have earned enough gold to purchase the rather repulsive items you require to complete your mercenary disguise. A most impressive feat for a member of the royal family. Of course, should you have acquired a taste for labor, you may continue working for as long as you wish.
Oh, do be careful.
Why go round naked when you could be wearing clothes?
One quest after another, on and on and on, or will you hang it up someday? Always look out for sales. You never know when I'll put one on. We should have just what you need. Sometimes I think about selling my body, but then I go right back to thinking about accountancy. Stop bothering
Is that
me.
what you like?
Definitely an improvement on the mediocre, that. Yes, I liked it. Ah. Wow, yeah! Like it? Need some help there? You're paying top gold for a top quality item. Oh, let me...
You've got a new tattoo design available if you're feeling under-adorned. I once... Have you...
Come on! What are you looking for? Have you seen a mirror lately? Yeah.
You have a new facial hairstyle. That... There...
But it's... not quite repulsive, but well on your way. Been warmer than expected lately. The whole town's talking
We've
about
got
this
something
hide.
for
Get
every
yourself a
fighter.
gun today. It's the sensible thing to do.
Do you do home deliveries? We're here to serve.
Hi, Jimmy. Back from killing some dwellers? Come on in.
You been up to much lately?
Nah.
Nah, me neither. I sometimes wish I'd joined me dad with a family business.
Why didn't you?
Well, I never saw myself as a sugar salesman. And it wasn't really feasible after I killed him and all.
Oh, shame.
Don't be shy, Jimmy. Come on over. Hey, Jimmy, over here. Jimmy, over here, mate. Don't be shy, Jimmy. Come on over. Hey, Jimmy, over here.
Roll over, you stupid.
All right, Jim, how's things? You been drinking in Brightwall again? And don't let anybody tell you drinking alone is wrong. That's some of the best times I've had. Anyway, in you go then, mate.
Jimmy? That really you? You look different somehow. Were your eyes always that colour?
Nah, Jimmy's got periwinkle eyes like a beautiful summer morning sky. That's not him!
It's not Jimmy! Good hit. Aim for the throat. Open the gate! I need reinforcements!
Jimmy was my mate! Die!
Hey, you're broke, Badger. How would you make any money out of killing ya?
I'm gonna rip out your innards,
Leave her! She's mine! You've left quite a trail of bodies. You're not one of Sabine's dwellers, that's for damn sure. But you'll die like one. This battle is yours. Kill me or let me live. It's your choice. And my men will honor it. We may be nothing but mercenaries, but we have our codes, like any other soldiers. We'll leave the dwellers be, no matter what you do. That is a warrior's promise.
You have taken another step on the road to rule. Defeating Seika has won over many of the people he terrorized. Word is already spreading of your victory.
It is a momentous occasion, madam. Your first victory in battle. I'm no expert on personal combat, but I would say, based on the fact that you're not dead, you acquitted yourself rather well. It's hard to believe that just a few days ago I was rousing you from a comfortable bed. It would seem that you have completed two of the tasks that Sabine set for you. Sir Walter is still waiting for you in the Brightwall Tavern. He seems to have become rather attached to the place. If you return to Brightwall, you will find Sir Walter has some news on how to fulfill the last requirement.
For all your potions needs, visit me.
beer. Is that normal?
Ah, yes, the special ingredient of our Fable.
Here she is. We were just talking about you.
Indeed, we have made a toast to your stupendous feat in ridding Mistpeak of Saker and his men. They have been a source of great distress for some time.
Nobody will be more pleased than Sabine. His dwellers might find some peace now.
Of course, nobody has suffered more than they.
I've been telling Samuel here about the terrible situation they're in. He thinks he may be able to help.
Yes, well, perhaps. I mean, of course. The thing is, as I was just explaining to Sir Walter, Brightwall has no overabundance of resources itself. The King's levies are rather steep, and we face shortages more often than is comfortable.
But?
But, were you to improve things around Brightwall, the people would be most grateful. And when people are grateful, they're also charitable. I'm sure they would find it in their hearts to send aid to those poor people.
There you have it. The way I see it, you will need all the followers you can get if you're going to lead a successful rebellion. What better time to start?
I heartily agree with Sir Walter. Pardon me for overhearing. As it happens, I've learned of a promising method for amassing followers. If you'll return to the sanctuary at your earliest convenience, I can show you what I mean. An excellent way to gain followers is by helping villagers in need. Take a closer look at Brightwall and I will explain more. You can now see the villagers in need. You can also see how many followers you must amass to impress Samuel and the people of Brightwall. Select a villager to help. By doing so, you will gain the respect and loyalty of others in the region. Having difficulty deciding? You may be able to help the others later, but you must start with someone. By completing quests for those in need, you will prove your abilities and demonstrate your potential as a leader.
Oh, this is terrible. Somehow the gate got open, and all of my chickens have escaped. I don't know how they did it, those chickens, and maybe I never will. Chickens are extraordinarily clever. Will you find the buggers for me? Right, you'll need this. Contrary to what most people think, chickens are very, very crafty. They won't fall for any of that. Come here, chickie, chickie, I've got some lovely treats for you. Oh no, too smart. You have to defeat them psychologically. Now, they won't remain one concentrated force. They'll have redeployed into groups of 3 or so to maximize their tactical advantage. When you find one of these squads, flap your wings and such, and they should follow you back here. But don't let them try to negotiate with you. You do not want those little buggers inside your head, believe me.
You've a new suit in your wardrobe, a new feathery suit. You're dressed as a chicken. What are you planning to do dressed as a chicken? That's fine. I have no doubt that the people of Brightwall will end up following you. Merely show them what you are capable of, and they cannot fail to become your supporters. What about a little something new? Shake things up, as they say. Well, I think they say that. Have you checked the Sanctuary shop recently? I believe there are new items. Now here is where you can fine-tune the more esoteric aspects of your adventuring experience. Not entirely certain I'm using esoteric correctly there, but no matter. You have gained several trophies since you were in last. Most impressive. The lectern contains a record of all your recent transactions. I've been racking my brain, but no solution has yet presented itself. If you don't spend your money, it will accrue here in a sort of golden heap. Your trophies are all stored here, mounted, I should say. You can use these mannequins to store your current look in order to easily select it later. You've a new type of gauntlet available. That is a gauntlet, a device which allows a hero to channel magical energies to cast spells. Quite extraordinary. Ah, you have impeccable taste in gauntlets. With a rifle, a skilled shooter can hit targets at significant range and inflict considerable damage. Any other business to attend to? A hero's work is never done, it seems. A new challenge has presented itself. This is the Sanctuary shop, where you can buy items from outside Albion to enhance your adventures. You can use this to invite friends of yours here. That Cullis Gate will teleport you into another hero's world. Perhaps there you will accumulate treasure to bring back. I know I could use a new... Oh, never mind. Dare I say, you're...
You sure you're up for this? Many a valiant man's been destroyed. Terrific! We're gaining the initiative. Go on. There are still more out there.
I've got you.
I'm so happy I feel like dancing. That's it,
Let's see what we can do for you. Great happiness.
A new hairstyle has arrived. Feel free to change the color of your clothes or hair using the dyes. That is, after all, what they are for. I trust you are finding everything all right?
You have any questions? Just ask.
Tar very much.
Fancy a refreshing drink? I hope you like it.
Need a new blade?
I can't take another night sleeping on the street.
Well done. Don't stop now. The others will be starting to suspect.
fuzz for your face?
That's all of them. At last, the town can rest easy.
Oh, Bernard, you've got to lock them up again. This isn't right. They deserve to be free.
You're always on about the chickens and their freedom. You know what I think? I think it was you let them out.
You're right. I admit it. I couldn't live with myself any longer being complicit in this chicken
Right. It's like I've said all along. We have to kill them all.
You bastard! You murderer!
Look, you're either with me or you're one of them. Which is it?
This is all just... I don't know if I can go on living with you, Bernard.
No, let's not get hysterical.
Welcome to the sanctuary. I hope everything is in order. Are you comfortable? I'm not entirely certain that the mannequin is. Magnificent selection. The headscarf is particularly well chosen.
I think it's time for us to split up. I can't live with... with a man who holds innocent life in such...
Oh, pinch, you foul, vile fiend! You uncouth wretch! You, dear lady, you who live in such a tumultuous epoch, do you not thirst for the drama and emotion of a properly structured tragic play?
Of course you don't. You want to escape your troubles. You want to be made merry. You want to be amused.
It is no good. We shall never agree.
Ah, if only we could get our hands on Morley's lost play. It would solve all our problems.
Yes, it is said to bring together the opposites of tragedy and comedy in an exquisite marriage of forms.
But perhaps you can find it?
Yes. We beg you, the theatre, the muses, the very heart and soul of this town will thank you. Splendid, splendid! You should know we did commission an elderly detective to search the library for clues as to the play's whereabouts, but he never returned.
The man's name is Ransom Locke, and he's rather closer to senility than one would like, truth be told.
If you come across this gentleman, he may be able to aid you. I believe he is looking for the collected works of the playwright Philip Morley, as we speak.
One can only hope they were not burned when the king closed down the academy and its library.
Turn back now, mortal one. Stay away from this accursed only death and insanity await you. Don't pick it up! No! Really, I'm serious. You lot just can't leave well enough alone, can you? Bloody literary tourists, bane of my afterlife. Listen, you. You're not getting my lost plate, you hear? It's rubbish. Worse than rubbish. I mean, what was I thinking mixing tragedy and comedy? I must have been off my rocker.
It would seem, my dear madam, you have been apprehended by the ghost of Philip Morley. That makes us both his captives. I am Ransom Locke. If the name seems familiar, it is because I was once a detective of some renown. And yet, here I am, ready to live out the rest of my days, trapped in a book. As far as I can deduce, we are currently in a scene from one of Morley's greatest romantic plays, the near tragedy of Oliver and Ethel. I believe if we are to escape, we must act out the scene. But performing is not one of my talents. If I am correct, putting on this costume should set things in motion.
Oh, Ethel, my love, my life, my son. If thou wouldst but give me one sign, one gesture that would speak of your affections, then might I think this grey existence worth living.
Ah, yes, a classic moment in the play. You are Ethel, the beautiful young daughter of a dung merchant. Show Oliver that you love him, and we may be able to leave this scene.
Not dead.
Oh, woe! What cruel darts doth strike my intemperate soul! If this rejection be true, then I shall reject the world itself. This...
Shove it, fatty.
Stop! Thou hast driven a dagger into my breast and ended all hope of happiness. Thusly, I must end my life. Hark! A shadow approaches. Take me! And so I die.
Well, it's an unorthodox reading of the text, but one cannot argue with the results.
I see you are gifted with remarkable literary cunning, but can you really comprehend the depths of my work? That we shall see.
Ah, yes. This is undoubtedly a scene from one of Morley's earlier, funnier plays, Bloodbath at the Royal Court. And this must be your costume. The role of the fool is one filled with tragic depth. It will require a masterful performance.
What fresh insolence is this? Out of my throne, you impertinent buffoon! Stand before your king, and do your jester's duty. 'Tis a troublesome time for this court, and my crown grows heavy. So make me laugh, or I shall have your head.
You look so cute in that crown.
Why, Jester, I had no idea you felt that way about me. Or is this another one of your japes? So it's true! You do love me! You have no idea how difficult it's been watching you strut about in those magnificent feathers, how much I've wanted you. Then it is settled. Tomorrow we shall wed, and let anyone who frowns upon our union have his head cut off.
Well, it's certainly a radical interpretation of the text, but effective nonetheless.
You handle my royal dramas as well as you handle my romances. But will your versatility extend to the more subtle domains of theatre, I wonder?
Oh dear. Unless I'm mistaken, this is a scene from Morley's notoriously violent historical epic, Titus the Mutilator, Part 2, which would mean this is the gladiatorial arena from Act 5, where Titus is finally slaughtered by savage warriors seeking revenge. A favorite scene of mine as a child, I must admit. And here is Titus's famous costume. I had some pajamas that looked just like it. Put it on and you will take on the greatest role of your life.
Titus! Thy pox-membered body shall pay for thy monstrous villainy. My son lies dead because of you. Now shall revenge be mine, cold as your corpse and all the more flavoursome for it.
Do try to make your demise convincing.
Killing you won't get much off of your corpse.
Lightning doesn't strike twice. I'll cut you first.
More of my kin lie slain, and yet you live. You have breathed your last sulphur-scented breath, Titus. Was there supposed to be a storm today? All my men dead, my vengeance denied, my world undone. I cannot stand to live 1 second more.
A tremendous performance. That's just the ending I wanted to see when I was a young boy attending the theatre every weekend. I wonder what scene will follow now.
Oh, what scene could possibly follow such a masterful rendition of my work? And the way you improvised some of those roles, you brought new life to my words. I stand in awe. You have earned the prize no mortal has ever been honored with before. My missing play. I entrust it to you, for I know that you will do it justice. I call it The Ham Sandwich. A metaphorical title, of course.
Ah, you have retrieved our aged investigator. Happy day! Have you, perchance, found...
This is no time for perchances, Lambert. The play. Do you have it? We're saved, Lambert.
Oh, the joy in my bosom knows no bounds. Thank you 1,000,000 times. Thank you.
His head bosom. It's already working. Comedy and tragedy will at last join hands.
Hark. Bear witness to the tragic futility that is man. Oh, how it doth sear my senses to see paradise and yet to be barred.
That reminds me of a great joke. A guard, a monk, and a chicken walk into a bar. Unfortunately, the bartender had had a mild heart attack that morning, so none of them get served.
And yet what purpose doth heartache serve when the infinite dark blanket that is death falls softly upon our still beating corpse?
That reminds me of another one. A corpse walks into a bar and says, "Can I have a lemonade?" "Certainly," replies the bartender. "I've never seen a stiff drink."
And so endeth our happy sad play, which reminds us we are made of nothing but clay. There's time only for our fool to say...
Great big giant bosoms!
What the hell was that?
Biggest load of old tosh I ever saw. It didn't even make sense.
Worst play ever.
Well done. You have gathered quite an impressive following in Brightwall. This should be more than enough to convince this little hamlet to send aid to the dwellers. I believe Samuel awaits you at the town
I'm beginning to
gates to express
understand
that
why
very
Philip
sentiment.
Morley never published this particular piece of work in his lifetime.
Indeed, it is too far ahead of its time. Perchance one day a civilization will rise with the broadness of brain to truly appreciate it.
The Sanctuary shop has some new
If you ask me, it was the tragic elements that let it down. One cannot argue with the comedy.
Oh, well, pox on you, Pinch.
Ah, hello.
Oh, it's you. You're the one who told my husband to kill the chickens. But I don't blame you. He would have done it whether you said so or not. We split up over that. There's a name for a man like that who butchers innocent animals. Actually, I think it is butcher. Anyway, I'm better off now. And I got myself some new birds. Not fancy purebreds, mind you. I went down to the local chicken shelter and rescued some poor dears down on their luck. Oh, the world's been horrible to them. Lot of angst under those feathers. But I figured out a way for them to channel all that rage into something healthy and constructive. With the money from the divorce, I built this track for them. And with my cut of all the wages, I can buy top quality feed for them, with some left over for me. Money, I mean, not feed. Would you like to bet on the next race? It's very simple. Speak to Horace by the track. All profits go to... well, mostly they go to buying more feed. They're voracious eaters.
Calm, imposing and dignified. The Colonel is the gentleman of the cause. This enigmatic bird is also known as He Who Kicks People, Corn's worst nightmare, and the Hero Chaser. The Feathered Avenger has many names, but... and they're off! Mr. Cluggles catapults into the lead. The Colonel in last place, oh dear. Look at those chickens out there and you can't help but feel a sense of awe. To look upon such an amazing display of athleticism is to see the faces of the gods that... A fantastic showing by Mr. Cluggles, who also coincidentally won the race.
I can't let the world know I lost our magic beans betting on chickens.
And that's Mr. Cluggles coming in for the win! Cluckles comes from a long line of chickens who, with...
I can't let you know I lost our magic beans betting on chickens.
Calm, imposing... Mr... And they're off! Mr. Cluckles pours it on and sails out in front. The sun is shining, the birds are racing, the crowd is on its feet. Fans would be hard-pressed to find anything to complain about here today, unless they lost their life savings, say. Timmy is leading the... Timmy wins! Wow, I tell you, I've never seen two wings work so hard.
I can't let you know I lost our magic beans betting on chickens.
Imposing and... This enigmatic bird is also... Mr. Cluckles comes from a long line of chickens who, with their natural combination of stamina, agility and showmanship, were And they're off! Mr. Cluckles is taking the lead and running with it. There's nothing out there you can compare to a chicken race. No other sport is so intense, so demanding, and no other sport involves chickens, at least that I'm aware of. That's the Colonel trailing the pack. It's over, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. Cluckles has won the day.
Yeah, I'm on a hot streak. I'm gonna buy me some new shoes.
Welcome to the... Sanctuary.
Timmy wins the race. This is a great day for the man and for his wings.
Oh, hello. Lovely, aren't they? I've collected gnomes since I was a lad. My family said it was unhealthy. It made me take stock of my life, and I realised I had to make a change. So I cut off all contact with them. Now it's just me and the gnomes. They're my best friends, especially Jonathan. He's like a brother. I would actually die for him. It's his birthday today, you know. I ordered a special present for him and everything, but it never got here, unfortunately. You couldn't find out what happened to it for me, could you? Great, great! Now, this package, like I said, it's very special. I ordered it from a catalogue. It was very expensive, but then this is Jonathan we're talking about. He deserves only the best. Now, according to the catalogue, the delivery coach travels through Misspeak Valley. Maybe they lost a wheel there or something. It's a good place to start looking around, anyway.
There's a sale on round here.
Esteemed citizens of Brightwall, today we demonstrate the generous nature of our fair town. For too long have our mountain neighbors suffered in silence, and now we extend a helping hand. But this effort would not have been possible without the courage and determination of one woman, the daughter of the old hero king. From this day, we shall know you as the hero of Brightwall. Before you leave, we ask of you one favor. As we pledge ourselves to you, so we hope you will pledge to return Brightwall to its former glory and reopen the academy which your father founded.
I will.
Very, very good, very good. I expected nothing less from you. These volunteers shall carry the supplies to the dweller camp. They may have them with our blessing. I hope you will return one day. Not just as our hero, but as our queen.
For all your potions needs, visit me. Drink.
Nothing but that worthless Uncle Stone. Lovely that is. We get nothing for this job except our fee.
Here!
Please, you've got to help me. I'm so worried. It's my daughter, you see. I can't find her. The little scamp is always going off on her own, having adventures and whatnot. Always comes back after a while, though, but this time she's been missing for hours and hours.
We had a couple of rough patches, but at the moment we're doing okay.
By helping me, you're helping yourself. But don't
fancy
want
that.
it too much.
Let me know if you have trouble finding anything.
Right, thank you.
Well, what could have happened to it? Maybe I should have bought the shipping insurance. You got it! Oh, this is brilliant! Brilliant! You see, Jonathan? I told you, didn't I? Oh, this is going to be amazing. This is going to be so mind-bogglingly amazing. People are going to say, right, this is mind-bogglingly amazing. Put it in the place of honour, would you? Right, let me see. Now then, here are the instructions. Prepare your display area in pride of place. Done that. Ensure that your garden ornaments are facing your gargoyle with unbroken line of sight. Check. Face your gargoyle, stand confident, take a deep breath, and say in an authoritative voice... Oh.
Gargulus multipulus us.
Start every day with a healthy breakfast. Never leave home without a hat. You should never move an injured person. Don't eat wild mushrooms, they could be toadstools.
Oh, this is the greatest day of my life! Wait until I tell my family. Oh, I forgot I've stopped talking to them. Oh, who cares about them? This is mind-bogglingly amazing! In the morning when I wake up and I stumble out of bed,
I put my pointy hat on my little pointy head.
And it doesn't much matter if the sky is rain or shine,
Because the gnome is a happy fellow all the time.
They said a gnome is a happy fellow almost all the time.
We said the gnome is a happy fellow all the time.
Oh, I travel round the land and wherever I roam,
From the mountains in the distance to the meadow back at home,
I raise my head and say in a loud resounding voice,
being an honest voice.
All the gnomes on the right say, pointy little hat.
Pointy little hat, pointy little hat.
And all the gnomes on the left say, 2 foot tall.
2 foot tall, 2 foot tall.
And again, lads. In the morning when I wake up and I stumble out of bed,
I put my pointy hat on my little pointy head.
Best establishments in Brightwall.
You heard about that?
Finally, a little money coming into this town.
Please, you've got to help me. I'm so worried. It's... Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Please bring her back safe and sound as soon as you can.
Are you here to take me home? We made it out of the cave. Brilliant. What's that? Help! I spy with my little eye something beginning with S. More nasty things! Don't let them eat me! Are we there yet? Are we there yet now? There's my mum! Mummy! Mummy!
My darling, my little darling, what a relief! I was beside myself. I can't thank you enough. I'm forever in your debt.
Our hero returns, bringing good tidings. And supper.
Damn thing doesn't open. How do you, Oh well, I never thought you'd actually get it, tell you the truth. Boulder.
We've been blessed, my friend. We have made an alliance that has already brought us life. One day, it will bring us much more. We require but one more offering before we fight at your side.
Boulder.
Promise to restore these mountains to their full glory and to protect our right to dwell in them, and promise you will bring nothing but the fiercest justice upon Logan's head.
I promise.
Then may we be carried into the castle by the dark storms of fury!
We'll have to wait a little longer for that. It's still just us against a whole army. We need to recruit more people.
I was afraid you'd come over all logical and sensible.
Well, you have brought us a feast, and we are free to hunt again. We'll just keep on eating and drinking till you're good and ready. Right, Boulder?
No. He couldn't be happier.
You have made an important ally today. The revolution cannot hope to succeed without fighters such as Sabine and his people on your side. You have the beginnings of an army now.
I couldn't be prouder of what you've accomplished here. But there is still much for us to do, and I know just where to find our next allies. I'll meet you at the station in Mistpeak when you're ready. The revolution is just getting started.
When are Lambert and Pinch going to stop bothering us with their awful acting? That last play was the worst.
Everything you could possibly need and much more. Right here.
Are you the nutter who's made all of Brian's gnomes come to life? Bloody things won't shut up now.
Great job. Right. Well done.
And
you've got better things to do. I'd rather watch chickens fly. Boo! Rubbish! I usually restock every few weeks. Astonishing.
All right.
Where is the best place
I might
to
just
get
fall asleep
smashed?
after that.
Yeah, seen that
Oh,
already.
there's nothing wrong with that. Top stuff.
Yeah, nice.
Awesome.
Always good to see.
Alright.
Woo, all right.
Yeah, nice.
Look, that's her. The one who saved us.
There's no one quite as cold-hearted and just plain nasty as she is. Rotten to the core is what you are.
I placed the contract representing your promise to Sabine on the wall.
My mum says you're wicked, but not in a good way.
Oh, it's you! Thank goodness! You've got to help me! My gnomes! My beautiful gnomes! With their little hats! I have to get them back! I just have to, you understand? I have to! Oh, thank you. I knew I could count on you. All my darling gnomes have deserted me. Well, all but one, and he's right in the house. His name's Lionel. He always had a chip on his shoulder, that one. I tried patching it, but it didn't do any good. Please, try and talk some sense into him. And don't worry, you won't have any trouble finding him. You just need to follow his... his voice. You'll never be able to hit me up here. See, Brian's got himself a girlfriend. Set his sights awfully low. What happened? I heard your gun, and Lionel suddenly appeared out here. But did you shoot him? Huh, however you did it, you have to find the others. Hunt them down, wherever they are. See, if I can get them all back, I can work out a way to fix this. Your mother! You shut it! I told you never to mention her! Perhaps the company can help. Well, I am going to write a letter to their customer relations department. A strongly worded letter. New round here.
You're so stupid.
Sailors prefer them.
You're already dead. Just don't know it yet.
What? Was that magic?
I can never get over this place. 20 years ago, it was just a damp, murky void in the middle of nowhere. Now people queue up to get dangled across it in a steel box. And here it comes. Most of the people here will be heading straight to Bowerstone. But we're going to take a little detour first. Just hope something wrong.
It's about to boom!
Come on, we have to get down there.
How could this have happened?
Those poor people! Those poor people!
Somebody call for
This
help!
must be the way down. We have to find those people. See if there's any survivors. Let's go. Looks like the only way. All right. I can do this. Let's get down. I don't want to spend any more time in this box than I have to. It fell somewhere up ahead. Come on. I'd know those sounds anywhere. Maybe the monorail falling wasn't an accident after all. Show the buggers mercy. That's it. But there'll be more. That's something you can count on with Hogs. As always. Those poor sods. They never stood a chance. I'm not getting into a monorail car for as long as I live, I can tell you that. Let's keep going. There must be a way out through these tunnels.
So where are we going?
To find some old friends. Let's just say that I wouldn't want to go into any battle without them on my side. Watch that all day. Excellent hit. No getting up from that. Shot it right in its ugly mud. That'll have them scurrying to their holes. No matter how much you hit them, they never seem to get any prettier. get tired of seeing you do that. Thank you for making such a lovely target. There's hop stakes everywhere. You can't beat magic. Shootout here, or give them a taste of their own smart medicine. It's up to you. Right-o. No point standing here collecting bullet holes. I've got a few I'm not using as it is. That's weird. You're getting better at this magic malarkey, aren't you? Not bad aiming for an old man, huh? Ooh, it's gone to pop. Aha! Wonderful stuff! Maybe the rest of them will think twice about attacking us now. Take that, you dumb beast! That spell did the trick. Weren't expecting that, were you? You've been outfoxed and out-hopped. There's nothing more satisfying to hit than a hop. Sod's blocking our way. You'll have to get behind it somehow. Cave like this, there has to be some other way of getting there. Think you're so smart, standing behind your fancy magic, don't you? Yes, that's right, I'm talking to you. Give up yet? Almost a shame to kill the little knights, isn't it? Smart enough to use magic. Not smart enough to wear their pants the right way round. Try explaining that. Now this I wasn't expecting. There must have been a whole city down here once. You don't think the hops built it, do you? With those stubby fingers. Have you noticed how quiet it all is here? Almost like... Yep. Almost like that was going to happen.
I can direct you to the nearest kitchen.
Oh, look. We've even got an audience. Well, nobody traps me in that bloody cave. They're almost too easy to hit. There's more where that came from. Impressed yet? Of course you are.
You have overcome an important test. A good leader must always be ready to face the unknown, and to seek new paths. Your defeat of the creatures in this cave will be told throughout the land.
Please return to the sanctuary and I can pass along what I know.
I don't think you're going to find a way round this time. But I've got some magic of my own. Watch and learn. Boom!
Oh. It worked.
Right, let's get out of here, shall we? Ah, you can almost smell the sunlight. Isn't it wonderful? The damp, muggy, soggy sunlight. This is Morningwood, all right. I hope the people we're looking for are still alive.
Why wouldn't they be?
Because, come nightfall, it's one of the most dangerous places in Albion. Well, I don't know about dangerous, but I'm starting to get a rash. Bloody swamp. We made a good team back in that cave, didn't we? It's been a while since I got stuck into a real fight. It was just like fighting by your father's side. I'd forgotten what it was like, standing next to a hero.
Upon that wall, you'll find the contracts representing the promises that you've made to the people of Albion. Your contract with Samuel is there, for example. Hello there. The gauntlets are in the armory, of course. Any other business to attend to? Apparently, this wall records your achievements. I'm still trying to work out the specifics. Now, each gauntlet is capable of casting a particular type of spell. By wearing a different gauntlet on each hand, you can unleash a devastating combination of powers each time you cast. Burning a foe can have a profound psychological impact on his fellows, unless they're heartless brigands or mindless animals, which probably encompasses the vast majority of your foes. Still, it will look dramatic. Excellent choice of gauntlet. Any one of these is ideal for home defense. An excellent combination of gauntlets. Welcome to the Sanctuary.
I think we're almost there. That must be the place up ahead. What I wouldn't give for a bowl of soup and a hot bath.
Hello, I've just learned yet another remarkable tidbit from the Book of Heroes. It seems that you have the power to upgrade not only your living weapons, but also any weapon you find. Come back to the Sanctuary, and I can show you how. Examine your new weapon to learn what you must do in order to improve it. But whatever it is, please don't do it in here. I've just tidied up. Rifles are slower to fire than pistols, but can be used to engage targets at much greater range. Will you be wanting a different weapon? Care to equip a different weapon?
Cease your movement! Be you men or be you hollow men?
Have you gone daft, boy? Open up the doors.
Walter? Is that you?
The very same. Now, are you going to let us in or what?
Right, yes, of course. Open the gate! Tell Major Swift Walter's here! Welcome, Sir Walter.
Sir.
Oceans! Get your posts!
There he is. The one and only. Major Swift.
Oh, Walter! What the blazes are you doing here?
We came looking for you. I have a proposition.
You came all this way to proposition us. And I thought you were here to save us from the legions of the damned.
Ben Finn. It's good to see you. I take it the legends about this place are true, then?
I'll say. You've never seen so many hollow men in one place. We've been stationed here for weeks, trying to eradicate them. Mainly, it's us getting eradicated. We lost some good men last night, including Lieutenant Simmons here. And the buggers will be back tonight.
Logan just loves to send you on the best assignments, doesn't he? That's part of what I wanted to talk to you about.
Is this...
The princess. Yes. I'll explain. But just treat her like any other pair of hands for now.
Fair enough. Captain Finn will show you to the mortar. We could use a body up there.
Meet me on the wall when you're ready. I'll introduce you to Private Jammy. So called because he's the luckiest sod in the fort.
You'll probably be stuck by that mortar all night. Well, take a look around first. Talk to the men. It never hurts to know who's got your back.
Finally left the old castle behind, huh?
Long time coming, Major. Long time coming.
I don't suppose you've ever used a mortar before? There's nothing to it. There's always a slight chance of maiming, of course, but I'm sure you'll pick it up. First, I'd like you to meet Private Jammy. He'll be your loader.
Pleasure to meet you. There's true to say about me, you know. Jammiest soldier in Albion. 724 wounds and still standing.
Don't worry, you'll get used to him. After a while, he's hardly revolting at all. Right, Jammy, it's time to show her the ropes.
Yes, sir. Right then. My life's going to be in your hands, so let's make sure you know what you're doing, okay? Go on, grab the mortar, and we'll do some practice shots. Right, let's see what you've got. See that scarecrow over there? Blow it up. Yeah, that's right. Let's blow it. Yes! Yes! Boom! Boosh! Oh, goodbye, Mr. Scarecrow. That was bloody brilliant.
All right, Jammy, don't get too excited. You know what happens when you do. Let's just take care of the last one.
Just one left. Hang on. I don't remember setting this one up.
They're here! Start firing!
Yes, sir! Let's blow these buggers to smithereens. Come on, mate. They've been beautifully done. Two's better than one. Yeah.
Oh, that's nice. Pure class.
Oh, good. Here it is. That's it. There's some more. Coming from the right. There's more coming from the left. Oh, I love it. Oh, good. Here. Point that thing to the right.
He doesn't get in your eyes.
Quick! Isn't that satisfying?
Another coals for the grinder. Well done.
Look left.
Keep that up. We can win this.
Look at him. They're coming from the right.
Hey, good one. You can be done, friend.
That's it. Quick! To the left! There's some more!
Another coals for the grinder. Well done.
Oh, good. There's more coming from the...
Hey, good one.
Whoa!
Oh, that's nice. Pure class.
There's more coming from the right.
Tell that zombie doesn't get in your eyes.
There's more coming from the left. That's it. That's a bit. There's another one. Quick! Yes! You can get more than one.
Another coals for the grinder. Well done.
Satisfying.
Keep that up. We can win this.
Dust them off in pairs. That's it. Oh, good.
Couldn't have done better myself. Oh, I love it.
That's it.
Up to bits. They're at the rear gate. Take positions. All guns on the gate. We can't let them through. I can't hold it. They're too strong. Watch that door! Now what do you think? That
it up! All hail the princess!
Now, who's gonna fight? Lieutenant Simmons, I specifically instructed you to remain married.
Oh, doesn't anyone follow orders anymore?
That was pretty damn impressive. So, your father wasn't the last hero of Albion after all.
We did it! No, really, we did!
Let the poets tell our epic tale. The Swift Brigade fought against impossible odds. They won. The end. Well, Sir Walter, you didn't do too bad for an old man.
Neither did you, for a buffoon.
Ah, that was just like old times, Walter. Just like old times.
So, what do you say? Will you join us? With your help, we can put a stop to Logan's madness. Bring back the real Albion army.
I swore to serve my king to the death. We all did. But this isn't the way it was meant to be. The old guard has been shoved aside, and these new soldiers Logan's been gathering, they don't care about this land or its people.
Yeah, and I bet they get paid more.
Walter has absolute faith in you. And after seeing you in action, so do I. All I ask is that you make a soldier's oath. Let your armies protect the people instead of oppressing them. Bring honor back to this uniform.
Yeah, and don't forget the pay rise.
Shut up, Ben.
I promise.
This has been a momentous day. With the support of Major Swift and his soldiers, the revolution grows in strength, and you move one step closer to becoming the leader this kingdom needs.
Then it's settled. We're heading back to Bowerstone now. There are some people there I'm hoping will join us. We'll send for you when we're ready.
Then I shall bid you good luck and farewell and all that.
And just try not to get the rest of these lads killed, will you? We're gonna need you all.
You always know what to say to keep morale up, Wally. Now get out of here.
Farewell, my friends. Come on, you did good today. But we're just getting warmed up.
I've added your promise to Swift to the wall. The armory is at your disposal. Is a different weapon required? Pistols are less accurate than rifles, but are faster and more maneuverable. Any other business to attend to?
If you feel like exploring, go ahead. I'll meet you at the sewers to Bowerstone. You can't miss them.
That's a nice doggy. If you like skinny little ugly runts.
You make my hair stand on end.
There shouldn't be as many hollow men around thanks to those soldiers.
Oh, we've got more in the back, so just let me know if you want to see more. Pleasure to see.
Yes, yeah! My family will be wondering where I am. Oh, look, a dog!
Oh, we've got all sorts we have.
Boo!
We could be best friends. If I like people with an ass for a face.
We've descended into the chasms of the netherworld, stared death in the face, and waded through things so foul I'd rather not think about them. But this is where it gets really ugly. And buried somewhere beneath it all are the people Logan has left behind.
Please, open your heart.
How do you do? I don't suppose anyone in the castle What's wrong with you? I'm already in a dark place, and you've just turned the lights off. Rather uncivilized, wouldn't you say?
You'll feel better about
That is
yourself when
beneath
you help the
contempt.
less fortunate.
That's just unpleasant. I'm already in a dark place, and you've just turned the lights off. That is beneath contempt. Get off me! Rather uncivilized, wouldn't you say?
Oh.
That is beneath contempt.
I've got plenty of gold.
That's just unpleasant.
That could have gone better. That person now hates you, but no matter. Hate has its upside. A person who can't stand to be around you will sometimes offer gifts, some might say bribes, to leave them alone.
Rather uncivilized, wouldn't you say? That is beneath contempt.
Please.
Almost everything
That
that
is
gets built
beneath
these days has
contempt.
Reaver's name on it. No wonder this.
I'm already in a dark place, and you've just turned the lights off. Rather uncivilized, wouldn't you say? That's just unpleasant. Filthy. That. What's wrong with you?
Hey.
I'm already in a dark place.
This one's
And
for
you've
you.
just turned the lights off. That's just unpleasant. Rather uncivilized, wouldn't you say? Rather uncivilized, wouldn't you say?
You'll feel better about yourself.
Rather uncivilized. Help me!
Oi! Oh.
That is beneath contempt. I'm already in a dark place, and you've just turned the lights off. That makes a welcome change to your usual behavior.
If you could just
You'd better be
give
taking
a
me
little.
somewhere I like, or I'm going to be very upset.
You can see for yourself what life outside the castle is like. Poverty, hunger, disease. Wouldn't you want to rebel against it all?
Can I go home now, please?
You won't see too many kids running around here. Most of them have no choice but to work. It's either that or begging.
I'd like to come round to your house for tea. And then I'll have your mum.
You won't find tastier food anywhere else. Oh, hell. That's all we need. Another bleeding newcomer.
Give me just your old gold coins, you know, the dirty, scuffed ones. You don't.
I wonder what's going on up there. Let's see, shall we?
Reaver is exploiting us! We deserve fair pay! We demand better working conditions! We're workers! We're not slaves! Reaver treats us like animals, and we're not gonna take it anymore! There's only one thing for it! We have to stand up to Reaver!
Ah! But lying down is so much easier than standing up. My dear friends, in order to raise morale, I am offering prizes to the most deserving workers. The rules that will govern what I like to call the Reaver Team Spirit Award are these. Firstly, any worker that so much as murmurs another complaint will be shot. Secondly, any worker who takes more than a 3-second break will be shot. Thirdly, any worker who breaks any other rules I have yet to formulate will, yes, you guessed it, be shot. You may return to work now. As you know, I'm a generous man and likely to start handing out prizes right away. So go on, shoo! Be off with you! Chop chop!
That's why we're here. That's why Albion needs you. Your brother must have been out of his mind when he handed control of Industrial to Reaver. We should go on. It's time you met the Bowerstone Resistance.
I heard there was an evil presence in town.
Some money for food and booze.
Yeah, all right. Hello.
Right, this should be the place. Somewhere beyond this door is the base of the Bowerstone Resistance. Ready when you are. I really love how much time we're spending in caves and sewers these days. No, really. I should warn you. I don't know what kind of reception we'll get. I know their leader well enough. But it was never safe for me to come down and meet the rest of them. And they're not Hello? Hello? Maybe we've got the wrong place. Let's, get out. Don't move. We won't move if you won't shoot. Deal?
You better tell your friend that.
It's all right. Just do as he says.
Who are you? What are you doing here?
I'm Walter, and this is, well, that really doesn't matter right now. We're here to speak with Paige.
I say we shoot
Listen,
him.
we're on your side. Just hear us out.
We don't make deals with spies. Shoot!
Wait!
Put your weapons down. I thought I gave the orders round here, kid.
Sorry, Paige. Got a bit carried away.
Walter, glad you're all right.
And I'm glad you came in when you did.
I wasn't exactly expecting you. Let's talk somewhere a bit more private.
I had this whole plan, you see. But well, we ended up leaving the castle earlier than I thought.
I heard. Pity. Your messages were always useful.
I can offer you something better. Paige, I'd like you to meet.
I know who she is. I thought you'd know better than to bring the princess here.
She's not just a princess. She's a hero.
Great. Give her a medal.
No. I mean she's a hero. Like her father.
Really? It doesn't change anything. Your brother is the reason we live underground. He's the reason we fight. How do we know she's any better?
Well, let her prove it.
It's not just me she needs to convince. The people of this city need someone they can believe in. Prove to them that they should follow you, then we'll talk. For now, I have work to do.
Looks like you have work to do too. You have a whole city to inspire.
Today you have met the true voice of the people of this city. It is imperative that you win Paige and her resistance movement to your cause. And just as important that you prove to Bowerstone that you can be its rightful ruler.
It would seem your heroism has to be put to the test once again, madam. May I suggest that you return to the sanctuary and inspect the map? There appear to be numerous opportunities available. Unless I am mistaken, you need to inspire more people to follow you. What about undertaking some quests? People love quests. Hello. You've a new type of gauntlet available. That combination is bound to get their attention.